My latest dream before all this was opening a bar. So suddenly having the rug pulled out from under you, you were just left reeling. I get passionate about creating something myself. I'm very driven to see my ideas and my concepts progress. Up until the pandemic, I was DJing, running parties all across Ireland and internationally, touring. I opened a bar in January 2020, and that's what I had all my focus in. But now it's all changed a bit. This is Antisocial. This is our bar, our big project that got kind of smashed down by the pandemic, but it's still here. Still here. We're still going. Everything that I do revolves around making people happy and making them forget the horrible bits of their lives. I wanted to create a space where that exists, where it's fun, it's a bit raucous, it's a bit loose. It's a space that's safe for everybody. We opened in the last weekend of January 2020 and had to close 6 weeks later, just as things were kind of picking up steam. Since then, I've had to kind of reposition a few things. We kind of looked at the opportunity to deliver cocktails all across Dublin. And we started doing that. We were the first bar, as far as I know, in Ireland to start doing large-scale delivery. It kind of took off because it was the summer. People wanted to have a margarita in a field. You know, really, this is the closest thing they were getting to a music festival. We had a reopening late in the summer, and then we had, obviously, the reopening at Christmas. I mean, we did great December, we were busy, and then after Christmas, nobody wanted to drink cocktails in the rain in January. So we kind of just shut shop for a while. I just miss this place being full of people. Oh, it's a bit heartbreaking, a bit crushing to see it, you know, kind of just empty. Got COVID hard, and it was not pleasant. It was not nice. I was just wiped for 8 to 10 days. I had no energy, I was just sleeping all the time. I had crazy temperatures. It really does give you an idea of what you don't want to give to your loved ones. I think the worst thing was coming out of isolation and being like, okay, now I'm so excited to go out and do things, and realizing that there's nothing to do and I can't leave my 5K. That was almost tougher than the isolation itself. It's hard to go from a lot to nothing, to go completely cold turkey on life. And what I found really hard is that there's so much of myself and who I am tied up in what I do, that when that's taken away, that was probably the hardest thing. I struggled a lot. Sleeping patterns went all over the place. I was pretty depressed. Just wasn't great. Release is crucial. You know, it's an enormous part of humanity. You need that, especially if you're wound up, and everyone is at the moment. People are terrified. Are they going to infect someone, or is somebody going to infect them? People need a little bit of just looseness. And that was something that very much the DJ side of my life covered, that running all these parties and playing festivals and that side of things, where you're just letting people abandon themselves on a dance floor. One of the good things that's come out of this is that I've had more time to focus on other things. So one of those things was restoring an old ambulance and turning it into a food truck. It's called the Sambulance Ambulance, Sambo Ambo for short. And we are trying to serve life-changing sandwiches. Right, so that's 2 chickens. Okay, they're on. It's a bit of crack. It's something different. It's just, you know, some people have a pensionable career. Some people have a bright orange ambulance, and that's the way the dice is rolled sometimes. Here you go.
Hey, thanks so much.
No worries.
Cheers.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
I think something incredible that's happened in COVID is that so many small businesses have emerged. Suddenly you have this whole bunch of incredible small traders, and producers and makers, creatives, that didn't have the space or the time to do what they're doing before. And I think that what's amazing is that energy isn't going to go anywhere when things reopen. It's still going to exist, and there will need to be a space for it. I'm a big believer that for every negative, there's always a positive. That for the massive negative that has been the last year, maybe we'll get this incredible positive afterwards. That's really something that keeps me going.